Imagine buying one of the best smartwatches for Android, only to realize half of its coolest features don't actually work on your phone. That's exactly the catch with the Galaxy Watch 8 if you're not using it with a Samsung Galaxy device. On the surface, it looks like the perfect smartwatch for any Android user. But when you dig deeper, there are some pretty significant trade-offs. Here's why this matters. Smartwatches aren't just about counting steps anymore. They've become full-on health companions with features like ECG scans, blood pressure monitoring, sleep apnea detection, and even advanced energy tracking. People buy them expecting those tools to actually help keep tabs on their well-being. So, finding out that some of the most advanced sensors are locked behind Samsung's own phones can feel like paying for something you don't really get to use. Let's break it down. The first and probably biggest limitation is with health monitoring. If you're pairing the Galaxy Watch 8 with, say, a Pixel, a OnePlus, or any other Android brand, you immediately lose access to ECG readings and blood pressure monitoring. Why? It comes down to FDA approval. Samsung could only get clearance to use those readings when the watch is paired to its own Galaxy phones, because that's the setup it could prove consistent results with. So even though the hardware is right there on your wrist, the feature stays locked. The same goes for irregular heart rhythm notifications, which rely on FDA-approved accuracy. You still get basic heart rate tracking on any Android, but the more advanced, medically validated stuff stays behind Samsung's wall. It's frustrating, especially when you know you're paying for those sensors no matter what phone you carry. Sleep tracking is another area with a split. If you just want the basics like duration and quality, you're fine on any Android. But Samsung keeps its sleep apnea detection exclusive to its own devices. Snoring detection, on the other hand, is unlocked, so that one works regardless of your phone. Now, let's talk about what you still get. Samsung Health, which is the core app for fitness and wellness, works across all Android phones. You can track workouts, monitor stress, record sleep, and even check your new energy score. That's one of the big highlights of the Watch 8. It pulls together metrics like your sleep quality, heart rate variability, breathing patterns, and daily activity to give you an overall wellness score. That feature works whether or not you're on a Samsung phone. The only difference might be Samsung's AI suggestions for how to improve your score, which could end up being more fine-tuned for Galaxy users. Outside of health, there are a few more ecosystem perks you miss. For instance, the watch can act as a remote viewfinder for your phone's camera, a game changer for vloggers or anyone who takes group photos. But again, that only works with Samsung phones. Same story with Samsung Pay. You can't set it up on a non-Samsung device. Luckily, Google Wallet is supported on the Watch 8, so at least you don't lose mobile payments entirely. Messaging has a small but noticeable difference too. If you're on a Samsung phone, your quick reply suggestions are context-aware, meaning the watch will generate smart responses based on what someone texts you. If you're not, you only get a static list of pre-written replies you have to set up yourself. Then there are Samsung's modes and routines, automations that sync your watch and phone together. They can silence notifications, change display settings, or tweak power saving automatically based on your location or activity. Those only work if your phone is a Galaxy. And if you're thinking of using a Galaxy Watch for a child with LTE, that setup process also requires a Samsung phone. So should a non-Samsung user still consider the Galaxy Watch 8? Honestly, yes, with some caveats. You're still getting a premium smartwatch with great design, solid battery life, Wear OS compatibility, app support from the Play Store, and advanced fitness features like running coach, vascular load, and even body composition measurements. Those all work no matter what Android phone you pair with. The only difference might be Samsung's AI suggestions for how to improve your score, which could end up being more fine-tuned for Galaxy users. In a way, it's Samsung's way of rewarding people for staying inside their ecosystem while still keeping the watch attractive enough for the rest of Android users. It's not the perfect situation, but even with those missing features, the Galaxy Watch 8 remains a top-tier smartwatch. The real difference is whether you want the full package or just most of it. What's your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comment section. See you in the next video. Take care.